and welcome to episode 7 of In the Lab. Today we have a special guest, Mr. Eddie Elvera. Now, Eddie's a design professional. If you need something designed, something to look amazing, this is the guy you call. And if you don't believe me, follow him on Instagram here. Eddie,
Jeph,
we had a really cool conversation about logo design, and you said you had 4 laws, rules, 4 coming down from the gods of what we need to know about logo design.
the 4 guidelines that I follow are simplicity, subtlety, color, and contrast.
Very cool. So let's go through them, because on the flip side, there's a don't for each one of those that everyone needs to know about designing your next logo.
For sure. The first one's simplicity. Keep it simple. You don't want to overwork your logo and have it too complex. It's got to be easy to read, easy to understand, and easily recognizable from a mile away.
And this has got to be one of those ones that everyone gets wrong, because in general, it's always easier to add one more. No, you missed this part of our history. Add that element. Add this element. Add that element. And when it's done, you just get a buffet of...
You just get tired looking at a lot.
Yeah.
It's like the Da Vinci Code.
So, when you're coming up with your logo, don't make it confusing. Somebody should be able to see it from 200-300 feet away to say, oh yeah, I know that company. Simplicity. I don't think there's anything more important. The Nike logo.
Nike.
Harley Davidson. You wouldn't even need it written in there, and you'd still know what Harley Davidson is.
Exactly.
McDonald's always tries to put one of their logos on a big, like right when they build a new McDonald's in any town, they want to be the first thing you see when you're coming into a... How crazy is that they're trying to get their logo seen by everybody as you're driving into a city?
It's beautiful.
2?
Secondly, subtlety.
Subtlety.
Subtlety. Do something little subtle hint in the logo. The perfect example that I like to use is the FedEx logo with the hidden arrow in between the E and the X.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There is a little arrow in there.
There's a little arrow in there.
So, but that can be taken too far as well, right?
Yeah.
If you're a dry cleaner, you don't need to have a hanger in your logo. If you're a piano bar, don't actually have somebody playing the piano right in the logo. Use the negative space somehow with the keys to write out piano bar in a way that makes the brain think.
Make the brain think.
That's your goal. With subtlety, make the brain think. Don't make it obvious.
No.
You don't need to have whatever you do in your logo. Sushi restaurant, chopsticks.
Exactly, right?
We've all done it before.
Thirdly, we have color. Properly used or improperly used, you need to use color. It represents your company's aura and the feel of it. You don't want a lawyer having a bright pink, friendly, well, maybe friendly, but a playful environment.
Your color speaks to what you do very well.
Exactly. Color represents you. And then lastly, contrast. Stand out. Don't do what everybody else is doing. If you're a bar, don't do what all the bars are doing. Do something different. Stand out that way.
Yeah, if you really want to create a mediocre logo, find out what your competitors are doing and create the average between all of them. Personally, I would much rather have a completely outlandish logo that people could recognize as, oh, I remember that. And as an example too, to me, a brand new logo, if you want it to test it, to me it's what people are sharing. And I remember it wasn't a logo adaptation, but for the exchange, they changed, their whole tagline was art for everyone. And they had that hashtag and a bunch of stuff. I had a friend that went to a show a couple weeks ago, and she actually took a picture of that on their logo, art for everyone. That to me was the moment of people get it, they're taking it and they're sharing it. That's to me when you have a logo that's worth something, is if either people want to put it on a t-shirt or on a sticker or do something with it beyond, oh, there's the piano bar. Anything else on logo design?
Trust your designer. Let them do the work. You can have your say to get something that you want happy, but overall, trust your designer.
99% of business owners, you're good at what you've done to get there. You're not a designer. So just like everything else in life, don't do your own insurance. You should let somebody take the reins and do your design. If somebody on your board is upset with the design, find out what their design background is. And usually a really good logo, everyone's not going to be happy with it. That's why it's a good logo. Fast forward 5 years, everyone's going to love it.
Beautifully said.
Hey, thanks for coming by today.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you.
You should subscribe here. Ask us questions here. Thanks for tuning in. Peace be to Journey.